Harley Davidson cuts prices on their bikes. Now for 2025 is $15,999. To get into a softail mid-size cruiser now and you want a Harley, like this is the bike right there. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about, I can't believe I'm about to say this, Harley Davidson cuts prices on their bikes. You don't hear that too often. Now, it's not all bikes, it's just a few of them. I stepped into my local dealership. Shout out to Bergen Harley Davidson. I was there a few days ago. I stepped in just to say what's up. And I'm walking around the floor and I'm noticing that there's a sea of road glides and street glides on the floor. And then towards the entrance where most of the softails will be at, that whole area in front was all empty. And I maybe saw 5 softails at that, and that's a little bit. And that's basically nothing. So there was one street bob left. I think it was a Vivid Black, Burst Blue Lowrider ST, a Lowrider S, one Breakout. I think that might have been all. And then around corner there might have been maybe 2 or 3 Nightsters, which was also a little bit surprising to me. So I'm talking to my sales guy there and I'm like, hey, what's going on? Because everything in the front looks empty. He's like, dude, like we can't keep these softails in anymore. And even the Nightsters are selling. And I'm like, interesting. What's going on here? We started talking about pricing and everything, and just came down to the conclusion that people are just really walking in trying to get some entry-level bikes at that, or bikes at a cheaper price point. And some of these bikes, like I said, they lower the price on them this year. So those are the big contenders at the moment, surprisingly. You have a lot of customers out there writing comments under videos and telling Harley Davidson, hey, we want cheaper bikes, or lower the price, and they finally do it. And what I'm seeing is a good rebound off of that. So now these customers are kind of happier. They see the number, they're going in, they're picking the bikes up quicker, and the bikes are not staying on the floor as long as they were before. Let's start with the #1 bike on the list, which is one of my favorite bikes. I actually had a blast riding this bike at the Harley Davidson press launch this year for the Softails, and it might have been my favorite bike, if not my favorite bike to ride this year. I'm sorry, Lowrider S and Lowrider ST, but I know you hold the crown. But the Street Bob. The Street Bob is now cheaper. And the Street Bob is such a good looking bike, such a good bike all around. One of the best and popular bikes at that as well. But now that it's cheaper, people are kind of paying attention a little bit more to the Street Bob after the Lowrider S kind of stole its thunder a few years back when it came out and got remodeled for the new Softail models. Let's look up the Street Bob real quick on the website, and it's going to show you the price point of what it was in 2024 and what it is now in 2025. I keep going to Grand American Touring. Is that a sign? I don't know what it is. Alright, so we're at the Street Bob right now. So let's start with the 2024 price point, right? The Street Bob was $16,999, $17,000. Now for 2025 is $15,999. And this is a bike that I made a video about quite a few times, and I mentioned it in a few videos talking about the Street Bob should not be $17,000. The Street Bob a few years ago was $14,000, right? $14,000, $15,000, around there. Why is the Street Bob $17,000 now? Like, it doesn't make sense. Harley has listened to the customers. They've listened to us. They lowered the prices here, so it's $15,999. I think that's a fair price. On top of that, the new models for this year, for 2025, have a lot more to offer than what the 2024 models offered. So you're kind of getting a lot of bike for your buck. Cheaper bucks at that. So as you know, for this year, we got the riding modes, new rider safety enhancements, better braking, better suspension, LED turn signals all around. And then on top of that, it comes with the 117 Milwaukee engine, which is a terrific engine. Big upgrade from the 114, and not having all the specs that I just mentioned It's like a no-brainer. A no-brainer at that. So the Street Bob being priced at $15,999, $16,000 now, $1,000 cheaper for all this extra stuff that you get on the bike, to me is a huge deal. I'm looking at the Street Bob now, especially in that dark gray color, and I'm like, god damn, that bike looks so good. And like, so many ideas go through my head of, wow, if I had that bike, I'd do this, I'd do that, but I kind of want to keep it to its minimal taste, so I don't want to do this, but I'll do this. Just a lot of ideas going through. Great bike to ride, super nimble in the corners, super agile, super easy kind of to throw over. I had a blast riding that bike because in the twisties, I was able to kind of throw it over, kind of muscle the bike over, and literally scraping pegs on that bike all over the place. Does it have the best ride height? No, but it's fun. It's fun to really throw it. It kind of makes you want to just throw it into the corners. A lot of power, just and a good looking, classic looking Harley at that. You look at the Street Bob, it has a classic look to it. It's not too modernized. It has a lot of modern key features that are very important, but it hasn't changed too much from what the Street Bob used to be. So it's not this brand new bike that that you don't recognize, right? So classic looking, powerful, good looking, and at a good affordable price point. You guys are looking to get into a Softail mid-size cruiser now and you want a Harley, like this is the bike right there. If you don't want to get into the Lowrider S, which is $19,999, you're talking about $20,000. That's a big jump from that. Is it a better bike? I don't know. I mean, I'm a Lowrider S guy. To me, I'm always gonna pick the Lowrider S. But like I said, even though the Lowrider S has the crown, the Street Bob is literally right there to me. Like and especially now with the new features, it's a really good bike. Anyways, let's move on to the next bike. The next bike that has dropped down significantly. I know some of you guys might not be too happy to be hearing about this bike, or you might not care about it too much, but I do. I think it's a cool little bike. The Nightster. 2024, the Nightster was $11,999. Crazy, I made a ton of videos talking about that. I'm like, the Nightster should not cost as much. The Nightster is literally, if the Street Bob is your mid-size entry-level bike, the Nightster is your entry-level bike for anybody going into Harley Davidson or new riders. Small bike, nice little frame, powerful at that with the Rev Max engine, super quick, fun bike to ride. But it should not, your entry-level bike for new riders or even anybody coming into Harley who wants an entry-level bike should not be at that price point. So $12,000 to me was too much. It is now $9,999. What it should have been from the beginning. At that price point, I think that's super fair. I think it's appealing to more customers. And for my sales guy was telling me is that people are walking in down there and they're like, yeah, I kind of want a Nightster. Because they're looking at the price point. They want something cheap. They want to get into a bike. They want to, they're looking for a bike to, commute or just something to have fun on, right? And at that price point, you cannot go wrong with that. It's a cool little bike. Very. Now, not too many people are out there doing a lot of content on the Nightster. You probably maybe say only, and I could pinpoint one person, and that might be Cruzy. He's done a phenomenal job building out that Nightster, and it looks really cool. So it's a cool little bike, man. And that's a hell of a price cut. There was one more, I think. Let's go back into cruisers. Let's go back into Grand American Touring, and let's look at the Road King really quick. I think was the Road King another one. Road King's still the same price, $24,999. And then, like I said, we got the Lowrider S at $19,999, which I think that's fair. $19,999 for a Lowrider S. I think it's a fair price. You're getting a lot of bike for your buck with the Lowrider S. Anyways, what do you guys think? Have you walked into your local dealerships, or even if you're walking to that's what I kind of want to know. When you're walking into your local dealerships right now, what is it on the floor that you see a lot of? Is it a lot of softails, or is it a lot of road glides, street glides, a lot of the baggers? Depending on where you're at in the country, you could probably might have a different little scenario, different outlook, because the demographics are a bit different. Also, let me know which one is your local dealership or what state you're at. Let's do that. What state are you watching from right now? Walking into your local dealership, what are you seeing most of on the shop floor? Anyways, that's gonna be it. I gotta wrap up a few more videos today for you guys. So if you're new to my channel, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button to notify you anytime I upload any type of new content. I need to do a helmet unboxing right now, so tune in for that video. That should be up in a few days. We got a new helmet. Anyways, like always, let the force be with you. Ride safe and enjoy the ride, baby. Peace.